Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Need to Nerd podcast. This is episode 156. I'm your host, Easy, and I'm joined by my co-host, Patty the Batty. What's up, Patty?
Not much. Patty the Catty. I've been playing with my hat like a cat.
Like a cat.
Yeah, my wife asked when I became a cat.
My daughter asked for a cat the other day, and I informed her that my wife is allergic to cats.
Oh, oof. That's gotta be rough.
So, not gonna happen. We're not gonna talk too much about cats today. At least I don't think so. We are going to be talking about our Need to Nerd in December. Our Need to Nerd is the type of episode where we just kind of go over the things that we're talking about and thinking about and doing in nerddom and kind of what's up next for us, and then maybe talk about some nerdy news, things like that. But it's been a while, Patty B. How have you been?
Busy, trying to stay busy.
Busy trying to stay busy, eh?
Yeah.
This is good. Being busy is fun.
I mean, yeah, it's fun.
I prefer it. Well, today, before we get too far into it, if you want to talk about the nerdy things that you love, heading over to our Discord, link in the show notes, and then share the show with friends, share it with your enemies. The best Christmas gift this year is just sharing the show with people. They're like, hey, I didn't have any money this year to get you a present. Life's been tight, but here's the Need to Nerd podcast to share with you. Merry Christmas. There you go. Happy Hanukkah.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Exactly. With that being said, Patty B, it's our Need to Nerd. What are you nerding out on right now?
Lots of Magic stuff. Between Avatar: The Last Airbender draft, I've done a lot of that. I'm at my highest rank in Limited that I've ever been. Like I've made it to Platinum so far. So that's been pretty fun. And then this week in particular with our team's standard league tournament, it's been really fun to get to play some folks and have some good conversations.
Yeah, Magic's been really fun lately. I think that most people, after Spider-Man, were pretty worried about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Turns out it's just a great set, really fun, really cool cards.
Yeah. Some other things, as far as like fantasy football goes, since we are recording today on a Sunday, we've got couple huge matchups this week. There are 3 teams that are 8-6. Your wife, my sister, and Andrew, podcast listener. And yeah, like depending on some of these matchups, the last 2 spots in the playoffs are going to be decided.
Yeah, it should be good. I think that it's been an interesting fantasy football season, and
it's been weird. It's been so close. All the records, like I didn't feel out of it for a long time.
Yeah, the records were really close this year in our league specifically, and I don't know. It's been a fun year of football, just kind of overall, and as we're recording, just hoping the best for Mr. Mahomes, who just went to the locker room.
Yeah, that did not look good.
But I think that the world wanted a loss today by the Chiefs, just because they were ready for it, but that probably not the way that they wanted that to go down.
No, it was a close game aside from that. A couple other things. We just binged Stranger Things, the first part. Excited to finish the rest of that season. Christmas and New Year's. So that'll be cool.
Does the rest of it come out on Christmas and New Year's?
So yeah, so there is like the rest. Let me pull up the.
Is there like 2 episodes left, and they just come out on those days?
So there are. There are 3 episodes. Or 3 releases. So the first 4 came out end of last month. The next 3 episodes come out on Christmas. And then there's a finale that drops on December 31st.
All right.
So it's an interesting kind of segmented where it's not like a weekly release, but like kind of slow.
Nothing says
build.
Christmas like Stranger Things, man. Nothing. Can't think of anything that says Christmas like
kids
Stranger
running around chasing monsters.
I saw a video that I thought was really interesting about Stranger Things, this first part.
Mm-hmm.
That they were talking about Harry Potter and how lucky they got with the child actors, that they all ended up being really good actors.
Mm-hmm.
Because Stranger Things did not get that lucky, apparently, they're saying. Where, like, the actors aged and they're just not all these amazing actors now. But
I can agree with the age thing. Like a lot of them aged up really quickly. But I wouldn't say that.
it's, I mean, everyone knows my opinion on this just from The Witcher, and now I'm gonna say the same thing about Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. Everybody's like, they look so much
ancient.
Everyone looks so much older. I'm like, I said this on Witcher. It's like puberty happens. It's not like puberty's slow. Like when puberty happens to kids, it's just like
happens.
boom.
Yeah.
They're now pubescent.
Which maybe it's like you have to. Maybe that it's just, if when you're doing these shows with kids, like it's just going to require more like upfront and just going back to back.
You just have to Lord of the Rings it, just like
yeah. I mean, why not? Right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know what's like stopping that. Like, it's not like the Avatar show is going to be canceled, right?
Yeah.
Like,
what else are you
some
nerding
things
out
I
about?
know hits. Part of my busy, and it's been really good for me on a personal level, and it's something, we talked about like musical theater and a few like other things that aren't traditionally or necessarily like nerdy, but I've been nerding out about going to the gym.
That's awesome.
And like and doing some not this week because I've been pretty sick and just kicking it, hopefully. But last week I did some meal prep with my sister.
That's awesome.
And that was really cool to like find recipes and like have a plan. It made me more accountable. And it's been fun going to the gym and trying these new workouts.
That's dope, dude. I have a gym at my house. I should go more.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Sometimes it's harder, right? To like, I don't know. For me, I think it might be it's easier to push myself to get out.
Well, I have to physically leave my house. It's at the clubhouse.
Oh, it's at the clubhouse. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. For me, I caught up on My Hero. I was kind of like a week and a half behind, maybe 2 weeks behind. One episode left for the finale. It actually might have come out yesterday. I didn't look.
I didn't even realize that new My Hero had dropped.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's something I need to add to my.
And yeah, I text my friend Mason and just said, like, this show brought me a lot of joy throughout its time, during probably some of the hardest times of my entire life, and it will always be really special to me. And like, I don't know how I don't know that I ever expected an ending from this show. And as somebody that's not the manga reader, like, there were parts that got spoiled for me, that were trick spoiled, I don't know. And it does you know, there are things that I guessed would happen that did happen, and there are things that happened that I didn't expect. But I'm excited to see the end. This, you know, in the next, you know, whether it dropped yesterday or not, but it's been a fun one.
Yeah, that's so this is like the finale, right? Like this show is done after this. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to get watching that then. I'm assuming English dubs are out.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up now. It does look like the final episode dropped subbed yesterday, which means that I would guess that the last 2 episodes are not subbed and everything else, or are not dubbed, and everything else is.
Okay.
So, yeah, I gotta watch that today, probably.
Cool.
Probably after this podcast, I'll sit here and cry.
not just about the game today.
Do you want to do this podcast? I feel like
oh, we're gonna have to find a way through.
Started the new season of The Witcher with my wife. It's not bad so far. Like we're part of it through. I think they changed multiple actors, which is a little weird.
Okay.
So like Ciri's dad, I don't think is the same actor, which was a little jarring. But I think everybody else is mostly the same, and they do this thing where they reshot the recap with Hemsworth. So like the recap is all Hemsworth. So like all of the things that would have been him are Hemsworth in the recap, which was, I don't know, it was a little jarring. I was like, oh.
Yeah. It was like we don't want to remind you that like we don't want to show you Henry Cavill and then show you.
Yeah, it was. Well, it also doesn't start with the recap. You'll have to watch it. It's not bad. Okay. It's just like, oh, okay. They do like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's good, and you know, it's still The Witcher.
Okay.
It's
a lot of the same vibes and feelings.
Yeah, Devonair was like, it's pretty jarring not to have it be Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
So it has not upset me yet. Like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll continue it. Then yeah, we already kind of talked about standard MTG. Kind of really been in the weeds on that, and kind of getting ready for the RCQ season, which for us,
I will say with that, I am kind of upset that there's not any RCQs in our area.
I was
until January.
Gonna say that we don't have any
right?
this month. So
I'm just like aching to get playing, and no one has any local tournaments.
Dude, not even that. Like, they don't even schedule them. Like, it just looks like we don't have any, and it's like they're just all gonna be clumped together.
And it's gonna cause a lot of like smaller tournaments and things to not fire, right? Because of stacking things on multiple days.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. And then I was kind of thinking about this, and maybe we'll do like a podcast, or I'll do a video on it if I have the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think games. I was watching the Game Awards. This is how this came up, and I think games might have just gotten too scary for me. Like, how intense does your RPG need to be? Like, how graphically intense, and like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's something that I need to think about more as I like, you know, play different games, the type of games that I enjoy and things. But, you know, I think a lot of the type of games I like, people want the games to age with them, and I like using games as an escape, as something fun to do to distract myself from
Hmm.
the real world. And I don't really want to see blood and gore and have the game be super duper hard and like all this stuff and like have it be super demonic and like watch spines get ripped out of people's bodies.
Like not everything has to be like Mortal Kombat level.
Yeah,
Of, like,
I don't think that
spooky gory.
I just don't want that in some of the styles of games that I like. And it's like, I don't know. I think games have gotten a little too mature.
What happened to just a nice fantasy adventure?
Yeah.
But like it's not too
And
on
it's
the
funny,
other
like,
side of things.
a lot of people are like, oh, you just like kiddie games. It's like, well, no,
No.
I like story and depth and like character development, but I don't need, I don't need, I don't know. I don't need to have nightmares after my video games. Like, that's just not where, and I have very vivid dreams. Like, I dream every night. I remember my dreams every night. Because of the amount of water I drink, I also get up to go to the bathroom every night. Almost always at 4 a.m. and then I have another dream, and so I usually dream 2 to 3 times a night, and sometimes they're continuations, sometimes they're not. But like I don't need to be having nightmares from my video games. So just I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video on it. But I wanted to talk about some of the Game Award things that I don't know that to recommend to you to watch the trailers, Patty, if you haven't. The first one is Order of the Chicken Foot. Do you know anything about this game?
Mm-mm.
So it's a very beautiful art style. It is a grandma and some kind of monster making their way through an adventure in a very cute art style through kind of this action adventure puzzle game. And it looks very good. The next one is called Exodus. And we'll get into some of the nerd news later about some like the big like, oh my gosh, this is happening stuff. But Exodus is a game developed by Wizards of the Coast.
Oh.
And it is written by Drew Karpyshyn. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. Who is the writer for Mass Effect and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And it is an action RPG like Mass Effect. And it looks so good.
So maybe that sounds right up your alley. Then.
Yeah, I made a TikTok on our TikTok account about this, but like I got a lot of texts from people about some of the stuff we'll get into the nerd news. They're like, Spencer, did you see? And meanwhile, I'm over here like, did you see who's writing and developing this game? So that one looks really cool. We got a full trailer for Lego Batman. I don't know if you've gotten the chance to watch that yet.
I haven't watched any trailers from the Game Awards. The only thing from the Game Awards that I heard was that one game just like swept everything.
Obscura Expedition Obscura 33 or something. It's on my Xbox. I haven't played it yet. When that game came out, it was considered everyone knew it was gonna win. It's also like an indie game that like looks like a AAA like masterpiece. People big fans of that one.
Cool.
007 First Light was a really interesting looking story for a video game. I haven't played a 007 game in a long time.
Yeah, no, right. For me, it's actual just GoldenEye.
Oh no, I've played 007 games since then, but this one looks really good. Excited for that one. I'm just gonna skip some of these. Out of Words looks like a fun multi-adventure game, multiplayer adventure game, kind of like It Takes Two. It actually might be by the people who made It Takes Two, but you are two kids that it looks like they like lose their mouth and they can't talk, and it's very interesting. New Mega Man game looked exciting. I didn't get to play the new Mega Man on the Switch yet, but it was the highest selling Mega Man game of all time.
Oh, cool.
And this one kind of is like classic Mega Man style. And then a game called High Guard, which had one of the best trailers for any video game I've ever watched. And I haven't looked it up yet because I want to pause the podcast and have you watch it. And I want to talk about it with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We'll be right back. High Guard. So, we're back. Patty just watched the trailer. You should have seen his face while he watched it. So it starts as the coolest looking video game I've ever seen in this trailer. And
sure, yeah.
About halfway through, I'm like, is this a MOBA?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, why? Why? The concept was so cool.
I mean, it's made by the guys who did, Titanfall and
Apex Legends.
Apex.
I know,
yeah.
But like, do we only make one type of video game?
I guess. I mean, yeah, it was like horses. It's like this weird like blend of like fantasy, like knights kind of, style of characters and things, and then shotguns and explosives and like modern weapons, and I don't know. I'm not a huge MOBA guy.
Just
so,
Fortnite.
Like, this game is not for me. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I was really excited in the first like minute of this trailer, and then I'm like, oh, it's a MOBA. And then I was sad, Patty.
Yeah,
I was sad.
You're like, this is the kind of fantasy thing I was looking for, right? Like, it's not too spooky. Nope, because it's a MOBA.
It's like, does everything have to be this? I just don't understand. It feels like every video game is like this now.
Well, yeah, it's for esports stuff. Like, they want their game to be esportsable, which is generally MOBAs. And so,
what's the next thing you're nerding out about, Patty?
So there's a few things that I still need to accomplish. I said I would watch Peacemaker season 2. I started it. I haven't really finished it. Fallout season 2 comes out this next week. So, that's something that we're going to be diving into. Sounds like I still need to. Sounds like there's a lot of shows I need to catch up on. Whether it's Witcher, My Hero.
Is Fallout season 2 the Amazon one?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
I just heard a review of this season that they used a ton of AI.
Oh, really?
To make it, yeah.
Well, I mean, I liked season 1. I'm going to check out season 2.
So, Wicked for Good. Have you seen the movie yet?
I have not. I've not seen Wicked for Good yet.
And so your plan is to do the double feature.
Yeah. So Nick and Haley, my bosses, have both not seen either Wicked or Wicked for Good. So with them, I want to do like a double feature one of these days.
All right. I saw Wicked for Good.
That's cool. It's still on my list. It's.
I thought I would never get one of the songs out of my head.
So. One of the new ones or one of the regular Act 2 songs? I know all the songs. There are a lot of songs. In
You
fact, that
listen.
was my.
You listen to the soundtrack before you watch the movie.
I haven't listened to the new songs.
Oh,
I've seen this musical 3
well,
times,
I've seen the musical. That's not
4
what
times.
I just like. If I was going to a musical movie, I wouldn't listen to the soundtrack for the movie before I saw the movie.
Y'all are crazy.
Why?
My wife does the same thing. I don't know.
What? Why would you do? You're spoiling half the movie.
No, the music is. I enjoy the music, and it's not like I don't care about being spoiled. Maybe that's the like. I don't feel it. I care more about like an auditory experience, like listening to the music independently,
All right.
than just like being surprised in theaters.
For me, I got 2 video games I need to finish. I need to finish ZA, Pokemon, and I need to finish
How's that been
Detective.
splitting with Maxwell?
That's fine.
Okay.
He doesn't play much anymore.
Okay.
We've been busy with other stuff, so like both of us haven't played much Nintendo lately.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to finish both that and Tactics. And then there's like kind of like you, there's like a few shows that like came out that I just never caught up on. So like Star Wars Visions dropped a new season, like quite a while ago, to be honest. And there's like a couple things, and then I like the there's like anime that I've been recommended that I've been not watching are like kind of on that list and things like that. So and then there is a new demo from the Game Awards that I think already came out called Audio Surf. It's like a Galactica beat game, which looks really interesting and really pretty.
Beat game. Okay, so like you're DJing?
No, it's
Yeah.
no. Do you know what Galactica is?
Yeah.
Like
Or
you're the
maybe I'm thinking Galaga.
Galaga. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your bombs make sound. Like it's like a. You have to watch the trailer. It looks
Okay.
very interesting. And a demo has already come out, and I want to try that. So that's kind of on my things to do. But
Okay.
let's get into the nerd news.
The news.
Black Friday sales came out, and Xbox got outsold. Do you know what
Wow.
Xbox got outsold by?
The Steam Deck or whatever, probably, right? Like
So, so Xbox was outsold by this wonderful little tiny thing called. I'm trying to pull it up. Let me find it. It's called the Next Playground, NEX Playground, which is what my wife wanted to buy for my kids. But Patty, the reason it's funny is because the Next Playground doesn't have controllers. It's a console that is a video camera, and you play it via video motion controls, like an Xbox Kinect.
cool.
Very funny.
Yeah, I'm looking at a thing of this. It's like about the size of a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, so very small, and to be honest, like it really is just kind of like a bunch of mobile
Kind of
games,
looks like an Xbox.
and it does kind of look like an Xbox. So outsold by this thing, very much different price point. Like I think it's like $200 on Black Friday for the thing, and but it was really funny because it like when my wife sent it to me like a couple months ago, I was like, "That's an Xbox Kinect. Like we can just buy a Kinect. We have an Xbox One. Like if that's how we want our kids to game, like there's nothing stopping us from doing that."
Yeah.
And it was funny when the results came out. We were like, gamers specifically, like non parents, are like, this is a Kinect. It's not even a good Kinect. Like Kinect has like infrared technology. Like Kinect does more than this.
Right.
And it's funny because like what I could see Xbox putting its Kinect games on this thing.
Sure. Yeah. That's a nice little revenue stream.
But it is very much like a subscription based gaming console like Xbox that doesn't have controllers, just $200 out of the box, and the subscription is only like $90 for the year for like all of the games.
That's not bad.
And then it comes with I think 4 games for free out of the box and stuff like that. So
I like some of these. I'm looking at the page that the stuff's kind of scrolling by. The fitness stuff looks cool. The How to Train Your Dragon one looks interesting. I imagine Bluey and the Turtles are going to be super popular.
Yeah. So some other big stuff to come out of the Game Awards. Some of the bigger things in the nerd news. KOTOR 3 ? Fate of the Old Republic was announced. I've already had people send me like 10-minute videos trying to break down the trailer. And I'm like, how are you getting 10 minutes of content from this trailer? You can't even see the ship. So, unless there has been announcements outside of the trailer, like, I don't know. It does say they have called it a spiritual successor to KOTOR 1 and 2. So not even like an actual sequel. It is very much going to be live action combat, not turn based. It will be different.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'd like to see release date. The thing is a couple weeks ago, Patty, it was coming out that they were remaking KOTOR 2 from the ground up. And the reason is because, do you remember when the Switch had the collection, the Star Wars collection of like all of the classic Star Wars games on one thing? Well, part of that promise was there was going to be DLC for KOTOR 2 because KOTOR 2 was released not complete. There was a bunch of missing content. Like, play the game and you have like all these things that are happening and you never finish it because, one, it's missing a planet, and two, so it's missing a planet. They didn't, because they released the game, they just were like, hey, just like make the ending and release the game. And so but the game had been modded on the PC to have everything. So
okay.
I don't remember if Asper or Asper, whatever the name of the company is, we're going to release the mods on the Switch, but not credit the modders. And Nintendo was like, you can't do that. And they're like, so we need to remake the mods. And they're like, well, we don't want to do that. So Aspyr said that they're going to remake KOTOR 2.
Okay.
So that
was it ever
that
released incomplete? Like, that seems just so crazy to me.
Yeah, imagine playing it and not understanding, like, you think you missed something. So you play the game again. You're like, I'm going to make sure I 100% this. And you're like, no, where is this stuff?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
What's so funny is, like, a lot of storylines end up happening on the ship, like, on the ship itself, through dialogue conversations, because you can't actually... There's not enough planets to naturally have them happen in environments, which in KOTOR, like, depending on who's in your party, different people trigger different dialogue conversations according to what you do on the planet.
So you'd go back and you'd try these different combinations.
Yes.
to get the content that you're missing.
Yeah, so the dialogue is all there. You can trigger on the ship by like sequencing your dialogue in a certain way.
Okay.
There's an entire storyline that is unresolved. That is not one of your not one of your crewmates.
That's wow. Okay.
So
Sorry, 100%ers.
yeah. So you have not seen the trailer, I assume, for the new Star Wars racing game.
Oh no, that one I have seen. Now that is pod racing. I showed Nick too. Dude, we're so stoked.
Yeah, Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Gosh.
It was so funny because like I feel like if they had not announced a KOTOR game in the same award show that they announced this, it would have been the biggest news in gaming. Like by far.
Yeah.
And it was kind of buried because of KOTOR. And it's like, dude, the game looks so sweet.
It does. I am excited. I am so excited for a Star Wars racing game.
Yeah, it looks cool. I think that it will be, I don't know, everything that you want. Like,
am I Sebulba here?
Oh, I love it. The one that surprised me the most, it was leaked that there would be a new Tomb Raider game announced at the Game Awards. That was leaked. Like, we knew that was happening. That was unfortunately leaked on the internet. There's 2 new Tomb Raider games coming out, I think next year. And for a lot of people, like, this is pretty important to them. Like, for a lot of people, Tomb Raider's like something that, like, it's one of those games that can be like one of your cornerstone games, like a thing that gets you into gaming, like like Mario or Crash Bandicoot or things like that. Like, for some people, it was Tomb Raider. And 2 new games is really exciting. Trailers look really good. So I already text people that are really stoked on this.
Cool.
And then one that's a little nerdier. This, I don't think that we'll have much to say about this, other than the fact that we're in the like tabletop gaming space. But there is a new game called Warhammer Total War.
Total War.
That looks pretty crazy. I will be interested to see how a game like this controls and things like that. And it's the type of thing that I think if the game is good, can get people into the tabletop version of things, and that's usually like the goal of having these like AAA these games. But I know that for the Warhammer community, it looked like it was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's a lot of like random Warhammer like properties, like things that are not like the tabletop game. They do. It seems like they do this a lot. Whether it's like, I think there's like a mobile game for Warhammer. So that's cool.
I was gonna put in the 2 that you put in when I sat down today, but you had already put them in.
Oh yeah, those were the things I was kind of excited about. Both like DC adjacent related. So to start off, the Supergirl trailer looks great. We love House of Dragon, and Millie Alcock seems like she's gonna be a fantastic Supergirl. Getting to see Mr. Momoa coming back as Lobo for like half a second. It's pretty cool.
Did you see what she said about how she found out she got the part?
No.
Yeah, she was, I guess, I don't know if she said this on the internet or did an interview, but basically she missed a call from James Gunn. And then instead of waiting to call her back, he sent her an article that said she got the part.
Okay.
Which to me, which is like when she said that, and he goes, "I called you." She goes, "Yeah, but I didn't answer." And then you just sent me an article.
Oh, that's good. I love that.
Did you watch the Superman movie already then?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's on my list of things that I need to watch, and I haven't watched it. I've heard basically nothing but good things, except for like Snyderverse. Like,
Me. 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 Me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so I need to watch it. I want to talk about the Snyderverse though because of our next thing, which
Yeah. So
go ahead.
so I put it. Netflix bought Warner Brothers Discovery question mark because
Okay,
like
there's a lot to cover here. They're not
yeah.
buying Discovery.
Yeah, so they want just the Warner Brothers portion and Discovery and the TV like side of it. Like
Yeah,
actual like cable is going to have its own separate entity. But there was also some stuff about like Paramount just wanting it all.
yeah. So Paramount offered more
Yeah.
for everything. Um, and then Netflix offered less, and then basically Warner Brothers Discovery could spin off Discovery into its own thing, which
Mhm.
includes like the Discovery Channel, uh, I think TNT, TBS, uh, all those cable programs.
Yeah.
The other thing, though, that is kind of bad about the DC aspect of this, and Potter fans as well might care about this, is that while Potter is included and DC's included, Warner Brother Games is not included in the purchase.
Oh. Interesting.
Which
Okay.
is crazy to think about. Because, like, DC Games and, I think, was it the highest selling game last year was Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah. That's wild. Okay. So, yeah. I mean that means that
What does that mean?
Is someone else is gonna have to is gonna come in and buy them, or are we just not getting WB games because Netflix isn't really? It's weird. Like you can they like have games now like on Netflix, which is
Right.
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So all right. Oh.
Yeah. So, but let's talk about Snyderverse. Not happening, people. Shut your fever dream down. Netflix is not being like, all right, let's go back and release the Snyderverse. That's not happening.
No, it's not. Sorry, guys. Like
all those actors have moved on.
Someone asked him about that too, right? Like, just because I think James brought Snyder in for something, and people just like lost their minds, like, "Oh my gosh, it's happening! Let's go! It's happening!" No, it's not happening. Sorry to burst your Glinda bubble there.
I also don't think this is going to happen.
For like,
I think they're going to
monopoly
shut it.
reasons?
Yeah, I think they're going to shut it down.
Yeah,
I do think that Paramount might end up getting to buy it.
Sure, just like all of it's coming to Paramount.
Yeah. So the question I think on Warner Brothers' mind was, how are you supposed to give us this money, Paramount? Where are you getting this from? And they don't have money. Oracle, which I believe is the owner's the father of somebody at Paramount, does have the money.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. It's all whatever. Listen, I'm not an expert. So like, take whatever I'm saying with a lot of salt. Like, sprinkle that salt in. But I don't think Netflix is going to be allowed to buy all of Warner Brothers. Like, you're telling me HBO Max is getting added. They're gonna get rid of HBO Max, add it to Netflix, and then like that's just okay. I don't know. at least with Paramount Plus, like you'd be buying things that are already on your platform, like all of the cable stuff. So
Mm-hmm. Makes sense on that side. And maybe, if it does end up going to Paramount, because I think Paramount has the Hulk stuff, if I'm not I feel like they're the so maybe that if they get DC things, maybe that is a way to get some new actual like Hulk content solo things.
sure.
This like maybe they'll let go of the Hulk stuff back to Disney
All
if they
right.
have all the DC things.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
But it's
Uh,
exciting.
and then I guess the final bit of nerd news is the trailer dropped for we kind of already talked about it, but Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix.
I forgot to put that on there, but yeah.
I I forgot to put it on there too. I'll say the same thing that I said about Star Wars is that if you want to enjoy new things and for a property you love and you want those things to continue to exist, you don't get to act like a bunch of selfish little crybabies when something changes about a franchise that you love. Like the live action was never going to be a carbon copy of the original. That wasn't
Right.
the goal that was set out. It was supposed to be spiritually in the same vein and things like
Yep.
that. And like all season one, people just complained the whole time. The trailer drops, people are just dissecting it and complaining the whole time. It's like, then don't watch it.
And we're kind of getting Avatar bombed right now, right? Like there's at least in our world, right? Like there's a lot of Avatar stuff going on.
I mean, I think last month didn't we talk about the Avatar? I mean, there's a whole spin-off on it from Nickelodeon getting new Avatar.
New season of that. Yeah.
So like, cool. Like if you don't like the Netflix stuff, just wait for the other stuff. But like, don't attacking child actors and like, just like, oh man, the people just calling them fat and like, that they look like they're 40. No, he doesn't. He doesn't look like he's 40. He looks like he's 16, which he probably is.
Yeah, right.
He just doesn't look 12 because he's not 12 anymore.
I am excited for Toph though.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Toph, the big Toph reveal is great.
So
I wonder if they can get Mick Foley back to maybe be the Boulder IRL.
Maybe
that would be great. So professional wrestler, who voices the Boulder, Mankind.
Are you a professional wrestler fan?
I do enjoy wrestling.
Can you explain to me what happened with John Cena this week? Because I have no idea.
Yeah. He did that last night was his last match. He was his retirement match.
But didn't they say that about The Rock and The Rock offered to fight John Cena?
No, it's been a whole thing. They've had a whole little like tournament to like get his last competitor. A lot of people are upset about the way that match went about because his character has traditionally been the never give up guy, and he ends up tapping out. So,
John Cena lost his retirement match.
Yeah,
what a loser.
It happens. Yeah.
Who writes this stuff?
Triple H.
Is that who writes it?
I mean, among other people, but yes, he's the chief content officer or whatever.
All right. You learn something new every day, folks. I'm not a wrestler guy, but like, because of the circles that I'm in, like I see just people furious about John Cena on the internet. I'm like, what is that?
Was that Adrian too? Was he talking about it?
It was not. No, just my whole feed.
Huh.
Okay. Could be so. A lot of Magic players like it, and then a lot of like superhero fans like it, and so like on something like Threads,
it's a male gender performance.
Yeah.
Or it's a gender performance thing where it's there is crazy athleticism involved in the performance.
Yeah.
And sport is there may be a predetermined outcome as far as like story, but like the action and storytelling is great.
Sure. Well, that is going to do it for this week. Let us know if we missed anything in the nerd news or from the Game Awards that you care about. Let us know what topics you'd like to hear in the comments. Don't forget to check out Spotify. Leave us a review there or on Apple Podcasts. You can find me at Spencer13H on Blue Sky or at He's a Game on Twitter. You can find the podcast at Need to Nerd Pod everywhere. Where can people find you, Patty B?
They can find me on X formerly known as Twitter at PattyBMTG, as well as on Blue Sky. Same.
That is going to do it for this week. We'll figure out what we're doing for the holidays coming up here. I feel like we picked one, and I don't remember what we picked, but maybe we'll just pick a new one.
Yeah, we'll find something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. And we'll see you guys all next time with a brand new episode of the Need to Nerd podcast.